my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals. Told my girl it was simple. Hey, what's good, y'all? It's C. Will, and this is the Passive Income Network. On this podcast, we talk about creating assets that produce passive income. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment and say what's good. On this episode, we have a special podcast feature with an algo fam, Idean. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Will. Thank you for having me.
Most definitely. Happy to have you here. So let's talk about it. Who is Idean, and can you break down a little bit about why you're in the algo fam?
Sure. So my name is Idean Moslehi. I have been in cryptocurrency for about 7 years, and I have been in the Algorand community for about 2 years now. Some of you may recognize me by my username, which is Leave Me a Gnome.
Yep.
I usually go by Gnome. I kind of rose to prominence as one of the co-founders of Akita Inu, the first major meme coin to hit the Algorand blockchain.
Thanks.
We hit a $30 million market cap in 3 days. That was pretty crazy. I did not sleep for those whole 3 days. I was working so hard, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, I've been part of the Algo fam for a long time now. I'm one of the original mod team for Algorand Official on Reddit. We have well over 65,000 members there. Yeah, it's a big sub to moderate. It's not easy, but we have some pretty incredible moderators over there. They work really hard. And I am the creator of a project that I like to call Orbital Gnome Strikers, or OGS. And what that does is it basically acts as a DAO and a community hub. Its first iteration was to be a community hub for Algorand, ASA, and NFT projects to kind of gather in, give people a source of news and like a resource they can go to where they can talk directly to project creators.
Yep.
So what I would do is I'd reach out to all these people I knew from my long time being in Algorand, and I would ask them if they would like to have their own channel within the OGS Discord server. And eventually we had over 130 projects join within the first month. Yeah.
It seems like you're good at marketing or something.
I'm good at networking. It's just kind of what I do. It's not it is a skill set, I guess. I don't know.
It is, for sure.
I was just thinking of it because I just talk to people, you know. But it's
definitely a skill set, like, because if you're doing numbers like that. Well, okay, a few things I want to tackle because you got me excited. For one, I want to talk more about, let's do the gnomes and we'll double back on red modded. But can you talk more about Orbital Gnome Strikers?
Sure. So OGS.
Break down the DAO and things like that for the people who don't quite have an understanding.
Okay, so a DAO, just to give some people some basic understanding of what that is, that's a decentralized autonomous organization. Basically, to give you an example, let's say we wanted to buy the Constitution of the United States for $50 million.
Great example.
None of us have $50 million just sitting in our pockets. But 100,000 of us combined together can all pitch in a certain amount of money, and we can reach that $50 million goal and then purchase the Constitution of the United States. Then through the DAO, individual ownership would be granted to each of us based on the portion of the proceed, the profit, or not profits, of the funds that we contributed to the DAO. Now, what OGS seeks to do, and what we actually are actively building currently, is to create a DAO that focuses on bringing new retail investors into the Algorand ecosystem. And we plan on doing that by having a vote conducted each month using a piece of software that we developed that we have named Daobot. And Daobot is a Discord bot that can accurately check wallets and see how much of X token or X NFT that wallet is holding, and then assign voting weights to it. So you can vote on basically anything you want to. Literally anything, using anything built on Algorand. It can be any ASA, it can be any NFT. It doesn't matter how many of them you have. You can have, like, our test NFT project that we're working with is Pixel Squirrels, and they have 10,000 NFTs.
Damn.
Yeah. So Daobot is currently capable of checking a wallet for up to 5,000 NFTs.
Yeah, I mean, most people don't have that many, so.
No, most people do not have that many. I mean, I personally,
barely 100.
I have 1,100.
Damn.
Yeah, I am the
How
sixth
do you even scroll
largest
through?
NFT holder on Algorand.
You're like, what are you doing?
I just use the search icon, the search feature, and oh my God, thank you, Pera Wallet. Thank you, Talon, the lead developer of Pera Wallet, who I know.
Yeah,
The fact that they implemented a search feature into the Algo wallet was just
smart.
such a blessing. You don't even know.
Yeah,
Someone would
I
ask
got.
me to send something to them, and then like 20 minutes later, I'd be like, all right, it's sent.
I got like 50 probably in my wallet, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm scrolling through trying to find the one I'm looking for. So I couldn't imagine
No,
1100.
I'm at 1,095.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for the DAO explanation. So
But
again, a little bit. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
let me finish up with that one.
Yep.
So for the DAO, we have this Daobot, right? And it lets us take votes. But that's pretty much all it does. It doesn't have smart contracts built into it. There's no autonomous layers.
Okay.
What we're currently working on right now with the developer is building autonomous layers on OGS itself, allowing us to have smart contract enabled for a DAO. Then we're going to offer DAO participants ARC-19 NFTs that act as participation tickets.
Mm.
So let's say you wanted to participate in a DAO for a month. You would buy an ARC-19 NFT that marks you for the month of August. Then we would take the proceeds of the sales of this NFT, these NFT tickets, and we would use it to purchase an ASA that has been chosen via Daobot by the OGS community. Whatever amount of ASA that we purchase, we'll then distribute for that period of that month to OGS holders based on the proportion of OGS that they have in their wallets. So realistically, if you have a lot of OGS, it's worthwhile to purchase a participation ticket. In fact, it's worthwhile to purchase like a year's worth of participation tickets right all at once,
Yep.
because you'll just be consistently making money on new ASAs that we're purchasing for you. And what it should be able to do is it should allow new retail investors who are just coming into Algorand for the first time to be introduced to ASAs that they may otherwise have never even heard about,
Yep.
that they may not have wanted to put the research in themselves, but now they're holding a certain amount of it in their wallets. They're gaining exposure to projects that they may have otherwise never have had exposure to.
This sounds amazing. I want it now.
Yeah. We're actually
Straight up.
we're trying to get a grant from the Algo Foundation right now to
Okay.
help further things along, boost advertising, stuff like that. But yeah, work is in progress on it. It's being built.
Oh, that's dope. So yeah, what I'm hearing is like, so are you a developer too, or you just have y'all have a team?
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
not a developer. No, I hire people.
Oh, okay.
I outsource to smarter people than I am.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, well, again, congratulations on that. DAOs, I see, are a thing of the future. They're here now, but they're definitely going to take over more as crypto get, mainstream adoption. It just makes so much sense. And I like that example you was using with the Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That actually happened. People
I
tried
know
to do that.
exactly. Yeah, I seen they were real close to getting it too. So
yeah, they lost the bid, and I was like, oh, poor guys.
I was hoping that I was rooting for them. Okay, I want to double back to red modding. So my girls are always on Reddit. I can't. It's like hard for me to deal with Reddit and Discord. That's why I like videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk about like how did you get involved as a Reddit moderator? How's that process?
So I've been in Algorand for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2 years as part of Algo Fam is a lifetime.
That's the whole time, basically.
That's the whole time. Like realistically, I was around when we were trading NFTs between like 60 people on Reddit. And that was the only that was the only NFT marketplace that we had.
I remember when I first got in, that was the Reddit thing where it was 100% going.
Right? And I was there when there was 60 people in there.
Crazy.
I actually had the 27th ever NFT transaction through an NFT marketplace on Algorand. And realistically, I more than likely had an even earlier purchase because my first NFT that I bought on Algorand was actually from mypick.io. You may not have heard of them.
No.
They are what eventually became AlgoGems.
Oh.
So the original iteration of AlgoGems was called mypick.io. And it was the first true NFT marketplace to be offered on Algorand.
So it wasn't AB2?
No. AB2 came out later. But I purchased an NFT for 20 algos that just said test, and it was a blank NFT. but I believe it was the very first NFT ever minted on an Algorand marketplace. I don't even know where it is. I don't know what wallet I put it into.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, I was early. I was really early. But yeah, I moderate for Reddit. I became a moderator when we were around 10,000 members. I joined the sub when we were around 3,000 members, and I kind of participated a little bit. You know, I was active in there. I was posting. And one day, the Algorand Foundation kind of hopped into Reddit and was like, "Hey guys, we realized that we're not doing anything with Reddit at all, but we own this subreddit. We need a mod team." So I sent in my application. I'm like, "This is my qualifications. This is what I've been doing. I've been part of Algo fan for X number of time. You know, like, I think I'd be a really good contribution to the team," and they accepted. And from there on out, I've been a moderator since then. Like since we were at 10K members, and now we're at 65,000, over 65,000.
I say, great work. Let's get that thing to 100,000 next.
Right? Yeah.
Straight up. We need Algorand the moon.
Seriously though.
I'm like, man, I need Algo to go up. Okay, so let's move back over to Akita Inu now. So
Okay.
like, what makes you get involved or help create and be a co-founder of Akita Inu? And let's break down what a meme is, meme token.
So Akita was pure luck, honestly, pure luck. Like I was just browsing on Tiny Man,
Yep.
or I was browsing on Reddit, and I saw that there had been an airdrop for a token called Akita Inu, and it had happened the day before.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, what is this? Why didn't I get an airdrop? I want an airdrop. So I click on it, and the first thing I see is their little Akita logo. The logo has not changed since then.
Okay.
But I see this logo and I fall in love. I'm just like, that is the kind of logo that people would rally behind. Like that is literally all it would take. Just having something that people would be like, that's a cool symbol. I'm gonna buy that. Just like you have like people buying Uniswap because they have a unicorn as their logo,
Yeah, I mean, I like Cosmos because of the name and the logo.
Right? A lot of people don't do research. They just look at what the very basic face value of a token is.
Like headline reading.
And I saw, Akita Inu, it had everything that a coin would need to potentially take off as a meme coin.
Mm-hmm.
So I invested $2,500 into it that night.
Are you crazy?
I'm crazy. I'm absolutely crazy. I'm a complete degenerate. I am completely a degenerate. In fact, the name Orbital Gnome Strikers comes from the fact that I would take money and I would dump like $6,000 into a random meme coin on Tiny Man. Whoa. And I would boost it like 5,000% in like 2 minutes. And people would start calling it an Orbital Gnome Strike because I was doing it so often.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that $2,500 in 3 days, because I started promoting Akita. I reached out to the founder of Akita, Ryan, and I was like, "Hey man, we need to put a team together for this thing. Like, we need to do something. I know like 2 other people who have been working hard to push it, and I think we should get those 2 guys into a Telegram group, and we should start building something here." And he agreed. So I reached out to Mr. Blue Sky. And this guy,
shout out to him.
Yeah. James is fantastic. But I reached out to him, and I reached out to a guy named Akita Inu #1 fan. That was all his name was. We have no other information about who this guy is to this day.
He was committed.
He was really committed for like a day. And then after that day, he was like, "I have to go on a business trip." And we're like, "All right, no worries, dude. It's only gonna be a couple days. We'll see you back in a few days. No big deal." 3 days later, we hit a $30 million market cap. This guy comes back in and he's like, "What the hell has happened?"
That's crazy.
And I mean, I was promoting like crazy. I had just started using the Leave Me a Gnome account because my Algorand moderator account is not Leave Me a Gnome.
Yep.
I didn't want to be promoting a meme coin on my mod account. That would be a little sus, Yeah,
you don't want to do that.
No,
a meme that could happen.
I was doing this like as a personal thing. This was just me messing around, seeing, hey, can I promote a coin? Can I like use my understanding of human psychology and networking to like make something happen here?
Yeah.
And I could Turns out I really could.
So you made the flip though. You got a nice win out of that.
Oh, my $2,500 in 3 days was worth $2 million.
Oh my God. See, did you cash out?
I cashed out a couple 100,000. Yeah,
Oh.
over time. I didn't cash out at the peak. No, I didn't. I fully believe that we would continue to go. Yes. So the original Akita, when the creator made it, he really didn't know what he was doing, you know?
Decimals.
ASAs were brand new, you know, like minting an ASA and putting it on Tiny Man was a completely new concept. And he did not put decimals in it. Yeah.
Yep.
So we realized, oh my God, there's like what? A billion Akita. Eventually we're gonna have a problem here. Like there's not enough to go around, you know. We have to separate this a little bit.
Facts.
And when Tiny Man was hacked, we took that opportunity to build our own website that allowed you to swap 1-for-1 old Akita for new Akita V2. And that had decimals.
Yep.
But I think that was actually a perfect moment for us to do it. The only problem with that happening is that it caused TinyChart to lose all of their previous data on Tiny Man. So we lost the marker saying that we had hit a $30 million market cap.
Damn.
And we were just stuck around like 1 to 2 million.
Yeah, it was hard to push past that because, you know, the all-time high kind of got erased.
Yeah, the all-time high got erased. And we were like, TinyChart was the only people tracking it.
Wow. I'm still impressed that you made a big flip like that. I'm like, God damn.
Not my first time making a big flip in crypto. Not going to lie to you.
Okay.
I was actually...
bands like that? Okay.
I was the 507th holder of SafeMoon.
So you hit that one then, for sure.
I put $36 in and I cashed out for 25,000 in 1 month.
Wow. Well, I'll say this. You let me know what we going into next.
Right? People tell me that a lot. They're like, just tell me where to invest. And I'm like, all right,
That's
man.
all I gotta say. Let me know. I'll get in your secret group or whatever we gotta do. I love it.
I don't know, man. I just get
real
like
flipping.
I get like a feeling about certain things. You know, like I'll read something and I'll be like, that sounds good. I feel like other people would think this sounds good. And then I invest a little bit of money into it. And sometimes it pays off, you know?
Yeah.
Like Decentraland. I invested $446 into Decentraland. I sold it when Meta announced that they were changing their name.
Yep.
For $100,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like what? I'm like, what am I doing here?
My first ever crypto success actually was back in 2017.
Okay.
I had bought $1,100 worth of Verge XVG. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I have heard of Verge.
Yeah, it's old now. It used to be pretty popular. It used to be top 100. But one day, out of the blue, John McAfee tweeted that Verge was going to be the next big privacy coin. And I sold my $1,100 of Verge the next day for $38,000.
Oh, you've been at this for a while.
I've been doing this for 7 years.
Yeah. So, okay. Good learning moment right here. Break down these bear markets because that means you've been through a few cycles.
Oh, I love bear markets.
Yes. What have you learned?
Love bear markets. Nothing is better than a bear market.
Okay.
Seriously, nothing is better than a bear market. I'll have my portfolio drop like $750,000 in like a week, and I'll be like, yes, bear market. I'll be like, thank you. Like, I don't even care about that 750K anymore, man. Time to buy. Because that's when opportunities arise, you know?
Yep.
Like that is the moment where you can officially be early, quote unquote.
Yes.
You know, it's these moments of fear, these periods of fear in the market where other people are like, oh, I shouldn't put money in, it's just going down. I'm over here like, but it's gonna go up. Like it'll go up. That's a good idea. Like, so what I'll do is I'll just pick as many as I can, honestly. Anything that even smells like it has potential, I'll throw a couple $100 into it and just wait it out. I don't care if I have to wait 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, doesn't matter. Because I'm believing in the project itself. I'm believing that the future of our financial ecosystem will, at least in a large way, revolve around cryptocurrency and blockchain. And so I'm investing in companies that are already utilizing blockchain technology.
Yep.
These are going to be the front runners. These are going to be the ones that, just like the internet boom, they're going to shoot up. and a few of them are going to survive. We're going to have our Amazons, you know,
Yep.
and that's what I'm betting on. And that's the same thing I'm doing with NFTs right now. You know, like when Mingos came out, I got 36 of them.
Yeah, that one's going to be good later.
Huge. It's going to be huge. I have 5 Goannas.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, man. I bought 54 Crazy Goose Flocks.
I see what you're doing. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not messing around.
No, you're not. That's what I'm saying. You got one hell of a bag building.
Yeah, dude, man, seriously. I'm currently number 6 for floor value of my NFTs on Algorand.
Yeah, you know who I heard got a wild
nuts.
collection? Shadow Algo.
Oh yeah, that guy is pushing limits.
Yeah,
he is swept onto the scene, and he's just like, "Oh, you need 13K algo for that NFT? Don't even worry, fam." And I'm like,
yeah, because he's matching we're fundraising at Dubai for the next block to go out there to go to Dubai and do some live coverage and interviews and things of that nature. So we got an NFT fundraiser, and a whole bunch of projects have donated so that way we can do this raffle. He's matching it 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Yeah, up to 15,000 algos. I'm like,
Jesus.
Yes.
Where does he even get the money? Him and Zeus. Those two have just shown up on the scene, and they're just like, "Oh, ballers. You mean the millions of algos I happen to have in my wallet?"
I know. I mean, you too, hearing what I'm hearing right now, I'm like, I'll put you up there as well. Like,
I do okay for myself, but I'm not the guy who will drop 13K algo on a single NFT. I'll just be like, nah.
But yeah, I hear he makes those type of purchases all the time.
Yeah, he does. He legitimately does, and he owns like some major NF domains, NFDs. That's what they're called.
NFTs,
yeah. He owns like 001.algo and like a.algo or something like.
Crazy. Well, I love it. It gets me hyped. You know what I'm saying? I pick up information from people like him, and I'm just trying to make sure I get better at flipping, because I need to get one of those flips that you had. A few of them. Multiple.
Honestly, my main strategy is hold.
Yeah.
I don't think we're anywhere near where we'll eventually be.
I don't think so either. I think we have 10x market cap to go, like overall market.
Easily. Just to hit gold market cap. Bitcoin has another 10x to go.
Exactly. So, and I hear you too, because it comes down to, at the end of the day, finding those projects, as you mentioned, that have that potential of surviving in the next few years. And then that is so many X's up that you could possibly go.
And the earlier you are, the better it is.
Yes.
Like, and these bear markets give us an opportunity to just cleanse the pool of paper hands. And as these paper hands drop, diamond hand holders show up, and they're like, "Whoa, I guess I'm early now." And they can invest as much as they want. They can hold it for as long as it needs to be held. And the next thing you know, they're wealthy. You know, they're building generational wealth for themselves.
Facts. Because I'm same thing. I'm holding for years out from now, building up my bags, doing the same thing. I'm not short-sighted. We long-sighted over here. So looking at least 5 years out to see what these bags are really going to look like.
Seriously, Do Kwon lost an $18 billion company in 3 days.
I think it was 40.
40?
Yeah, it was 40 at that point.
Oh, God. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I remember I was in Hawaii watching the charts like, oh, my God. Like 3 days straight, I was just like, I didn't have no Luna or anything.
Oh, like you are lucky. I had 7,000 Luna.
Every month, I'm talking about for 6 months, I was like, I want to get in the Luna. I almost do it, and I didn't do it. I almost do it, and I'm happy I didn't. I just couldn't for some reason.
You know what was brutal? You know that $750,000 example I used earlier? I've legitimately lost that, and it came from Luna. And it happened in 3 days. And the problem is that I had my Luna staking.
Couldn't get it out, unbonded.
Yeah, 21-day unstaking period. I had no idea. I had never tried to unstake it. I had made $130,000 in 6 months just from staking. But
was you cashing out the staking?
No, I was just letting it. I was compounding.
Oh,
yeah.
So, I mean, I heard this story from a few people online that are in your situation. That's crazy.
It was nuts. Just watching it fall from $115 to like less than a cent. I put a buy-in at the bottom, like at the bottom. I put it in for like 0.000000001 or something for $50. I woke up the next morning with 27 million Luna.
Yeah, what was that worth?
At the time, nothing. Then it rebounded a little bit, and I sold it for about $7,000. But that's nothing to compare to
Yeah.
what I lost.
No, not at all. So
Like it was just like, all right, great, I have a little bit of spending money now. Like,
yeah. So that must have been like the biggest drop.
that's my biggest loss. Yeah.
Biggest loss. Okay. I hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the biggest loss.
Wow. Oh shoot! I just realized we have a few minutes left. I was like, I'm gonna end up talking. Now, this is interesting, very interesting. Okay, so let's slowly start to close out again. Okay, now that we talked about all these different, like we said, investment of ideas, not advice, but ideas and information. Let's give a little bit more advice to the audience that is watching about building a project, because that's what you're really doing right now.
Yeah, and that is hard.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first piece of advice I'll give you guys. It is hard. It is the exact same thing as starting a small business. There's no difference.
Yep.
You are working from the ground up. You are building something. You are building a foundation. And that's going to suck. It's just going to suck. Like, it'll be sucking money from you. It'll be depressing you. It'll make you want to rip your hair out, and nothing will get better for a long time. But perseverance is your number one ally. It is the only thing that will eventually cause you to succeed. It doesn't matter if you're not making sales, like it doesn't matter if your revenue stream is negative. As long as you're continuing to build the foundation that your business is going to grow on, you're doing the right thing. You're working hard, you're putting in the effort, it'll eventually pay off. As long as the idea is good and the work is being done, just continue going,
Yep.
But just to start a cryptocurrency, for example, on Algorand, it takes nothing. Literally it costs like 1/20 of a penny to mint an ASA.
Facts.
And then the next day it could have shot up to $1 million market cap. In fact, OGS hit $1 million market cap in the first week. Like but like right now, OGS's market cap is like, I don't know, $20,000, $30,000 is nothing. It's literally nothing. If you wanted to buy some, buy it now. It's a bear market. Everything is down. Yeah,
you're gonna make me build an ASA bag like crazy.
Honestly, ASAs have done so badly for me, but at the same time, NFTs have done so well. So during this period, what I've kind of found is that it's safer to invest into NFTs because their price floors don't really fluctuate comparatively to an ASA's. Like I have been the largest bag holder in so many different ASA projects. Like, number one, my wallet would have like 15 million of these tokens more than anyone else's would. And the problem with that is that when it comes time to actually pull some money out, you're just going to dump the price.
Yep.
It just absolutely butchers it. And then you're left with all this responsibility of just like, oh my God, I can't sell. Yeah. I'll ruin everyone else's night.
Yeah, taking your profit will crush everyone else.
And I'm just like, yeah, maybe I'll just.
Yeah, you see, okay. So this is something here too that what it shows, like Algorand needs more liquidity.
It does.
Because it's like, you got a bag there and you're gonna ruin everybody else's bag. That's like, messed up. So I understand why people be like, I need to go invest in these Ethereum tokens, because that won't happen.
In fact, that's why I didn't sell my Akita originally. Yep. Like when we hit that $30 million peak. Yeah, because our liquidity wasn't at $2 million. So if I had pulled out, I would have drained everything. It would have been a rug. I had 56 million Akita.
Yeah,
I had more than the creator had set aside for himself.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, we getting in the private chat. I'm doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Honestly, though, so many people come to me for investment advice. You have no idea.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Although it recently has cut down considerably because I told a lot of people to invest into Luna.
Oh.
I was just like, if you want a safe bet, just invest in the Luna, let it produce some money for you, pull it out when you need it. Like no big deal. It's been around for 2 years, 3 years now. It'll survive. It's doing well. It's one of the top 10 coins, you're pretty much safe, No
one saw that coming.
No one saw that coming. I mean, like one or two people on Twitter were like talking about it months ago. Like they were like, oh, it might be possible for this to happen. You should watch out. And I'm like, that's never gonna happen.
I know. In hindsight, you like, damn.
That shit happened, man.
It happened it was like a thief in the night. It happened so fast. Like people couldn't even. Oh yeah, and that, like you said, that unbonding got people rocked.
It was so annoying. Because I'm so used to Algorand now.
Yep, you know, in and out.
I have been on dozens of different blockchains. Seriously, different blockchains, not even different like coins. You know, like I have hundreds of different coins.
Yeah,
but like I was so stuck on Algorand. I was so used to Algorand being so easy and efficient and just you know, you could unstake whenever you want to, whatever, no big deal. And then Terra Luna was just like, oh, 21-day unstaking period. And I'm like, what? Yeah,
you got to be so far advanced to be like, okay, it's crash about to happen. Let me plan a month out. Like you can't do it.
Yeah, like it's impossible. And the worst part is that I had been planning on pulling out all of my Luna and selling it just weeks prior. And I had been like, you know what? Maybe I'll wait just a little bit longer.
Oh, you're crazy.
Just wait a little bit longer, get a little more of that passive income in, you know?
Yeah.
Mistake. Total mistake.
Big lesson learned. But, you know, the good thing is based on what we're talking about, you have had a lot of wins.
I have had a lot of wins. Yeah.
So after a while, you got to expect a loss at some point.
I mean, when you've been in the game as long as I have, you just naturally accumulate wins just from, you know, shotgun method. Just shoot money at places, hope for the best.
Yep.
Eventually you hit something.
Yeah. All right. So let's close out. Can you tell the folks where to find you and your projects or what you would like them to find?
Yeah. Okay. So you can follow me on Twitter. It's just at Leave Me a Gnome. My username is leavemeagnome.algo. I recently switched to that NFD or whatever. But on my Twitter, you'll find a link to our Discord. And our Discord is where everything happens. We host daily Rumble Royale tournaments. Do you know about Rumble Royale?
No.
So Rumble Royale is a Discord RNG bot. It's like a giveaway bot. So like, let's say I wanted to give away a prize. I would do it through the Rumble Royale tournament. And there's 10 rounds with 10 winners who then fight to the death in a finale battle. Because that's what Rumble Royale is. It's literally you guys killing each other to see who the last man standing is. It's brutal. It'll be like, oh, they stabbed him with 24 daggers and made him into a pincushion or something, you know.
All right. Sorry, we got to cut this one short.
Yeah, we host that every day, 3 p.m. Pacific time. So feel free to hop into our Discord. It's on my Twitter bio. And thank you for having me, Will.
Oh, most definitely. I appreciate you. Y'all know where to find this. YouTube first, Spotify, and all the rest of the audio platforms later. See Will with the Passive Income Network. I am gone. Algorand. See the crypto, a digital face. 2021 fiat replace. Had to have it. Bank account by Algorand. Large amounts. Digital left the physical space. The community had to be great. A digital wallet. Large amounts. It's about fame. Big bank account.